There once was a man called Harry, who went on 2 legs, wore clothes, and was a human being. Nevertheless, he really was a wolf of the steppes. In his childhood, he was wild and disobedient and disorderly, and those who brought him up declared a war of extinction against the beast in him. And precisely this had given him the idea that he really was a beast, with only a thin veneer of the human. If Harry had a beautiful thought or felt a fine and noble emotion, the wolf laughed with bitter scorn. He knew well enough what suited him. But when Harry behaved as a wolf, the human part of him lay in ambush, called him brute and beast, and spoiled all pleasure in his simple and healthy and wild wolf's being. It cannot be denied that he was generally very unhappy. And he could make others unhappy too, for he always brought his own dual, undivided nature into the destinies of others. Nevertheless, he was secretly and persistently attracted to the bourgeois world, dressed respectably, had money in the bank, and supported poor relations. He was capable of loving the political criminal or intellectual seducer. But as for theft, murder, or rape, he would not have known how to deplore them, otherwise than in a thoroughly bourgeois manner. Now, what we call the bourgeois as a principle of human existence is nothing less than a search for balance. It is in the middle of the road that the bourgeois seeks to walk, always ready to compromise between right and wrong, good and evil. He will never surrender either to the martyrdom of the spirit or to the martyrdom of the flesh. The vital force of the bourgeoisie resides in its outsiders, artists and intellectuals like Harry, who develop far beyond the level possible to the bourgeois. Knowing the bliss of meditation no less than the gloomy joys of hatred and self-loathing, he is nevertheless captive to the bourgeoisie and cannot escape it, unless... Finally, at the age of 47 or thereabouts, a happy but not harmless idea came to him, from which he often derived some amusement. He appointed his 50th birthday as the day on which he might take leave of this world. Let happen to him what might, he could bear any suffering, saying to his pain, "Only wait 2 years, and I am your master." With this, he cherished the thought of the morning of his 50th birthday. Suicide, unhappy Steppenwolf, will not serve your purpose. All this is well known to you. You are aware of the wisdom of the immortals. You are aware of the magic theater of the self, of that mirror in which you have such a bitter need to look, but from which you shrink in such deathly fear.